I was sent over someone to help who was a woman.
Yeah.
She didn't show up because she found out I was a woman. Why are you lifting like that? You know, you're gonna look like a guy. I came back to like, oh my God, what have I done? Like, did I make the wrong decision?
People who first laugh at you when you become successful will then tell everybody how they knew you and how they helped you. Nike became more forward thinking.
I teamed up with them like to be one of their like Nike trainers. And I literally slipped and fell sitting down.
On your back?
The impact was so strong. So they removed like 50% of my disc, but I do deadlift. I do squat with the barbell.
Everything.
I do everything. Training is what got me better, 100%.
What's the strangest thing you've ever heard or learned in your lifetime?
That lifting weights makes women bulky.
Salma, thank you for coming to the Rice Pudding Project.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you don't know, I don't want this to sound weird. I've seen you before and from afar, as I say, in the gym. When we, like, I used to train in the gym. I say train is a very loose word for what I used to do. And I used to see you at the gym, and like I was always impressed at how much you could lift. And like, yeah, and my coach at the time would be like, yeah, you can't do that. And I was like,
that was like back in the day.
That was back in the days, yeah.
Probably when I first started doing fitness.
Okay, because if that's what you do when you first started, then that's really bad. Because that was a lot of, you were very strong.
No, I'll tell you, like, I started just doing like a lot of body weight training, but then it became an obsession, you know. And
because you could Olympic lift, right? Like,
yes, I learned how to do that. Obviously, I had never done it before in my life. So I learned everything. And then it became just the thing that I love to do, just lift heavy. It became an obsession.
I love to lift heavy as well, but my lifting heavy and your lifting heavy are two different things. There's like, I'm still not like there. Like I like my wife makes me send a video every session and she's always critiquing what I do. And today I tried to do like the split kind of, I don't know. She's like, how was it today? I'm like, it was great until I nearly tweaked my hamstring on this like squat, like kind of thing. And she's like, what squat thing? I was like, you know, that thing with the split leg. And she's just like,
she's amazing too. Like I've known Becky for a while.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. She is amazing. Hear that? We say nice things about you. But your journey, you're in fitness now, and you have your whole company, which we'll talk about. But you didn't start off in fitness.
No. So
what did you start off as?
I started off in advertising.
For your sins.
Yes. Yes. So I was doing that for about 3-4 years.
Okay.
But
you saw the light early then to escape.
You know what? It was like I never imagined it, to be honest. When I first started, what got me into fitness was that I was like 22-year-old girl who was going up the stairs, and I was never overweight or anything, but I was very unfit. And
I can't imagine that.
I was very unfit. Like I would like breathe heavy going up the stairs. No, I'm not. No, I've never smoked. No, never smoked. Right. I was not a smoker.
Yeah.
And it was just like I was unhealthy, you know. I was sitting on the desk. I'm the type of person who would sit on the desk and not move when I'm doing an office job, and ordering out, eating really bad food all the time. I just felt like I was like, ugh, this like doesn't feel good.
Isn't it annoying though that the bad food is the best tasting food technically sometimes? Yeah,
of course. And then I come from a background where my dad was always into fitness, like not fitness, like sports. Okay. Like he would do all types of sports. We would hear about everything that he used to do, and he was the one that's always like, you know, encouraging us to like get moving and stuff, you know. So we had that kind of mentality.
Yeah.
And then we moved a lot as kids.
Okay. You grew up where?
So we lived in New York for a while.
Nice.
Grew up in New York for a bit. Then we went to Egypt. Then we went to Qatar. Then we went to Dubai. Then we went to Canada. So it was like a whole thing. Like my last 3 years of school, each year of them was in a different country. So,
all right.
But because we moved a lot, we never were able to stick to one type of sport or a team or, you know.
What did you like when you were younger, sports-wise?
I mean, we did the basic stuff that everybody does, you know, learn how to swim, you know, did ballet for a while when we were very young. We didn't continue in that. We moved, and like there was always like something that we were doing differently, but we never stuck to a certain sport.
All right.
And I always felt like I was maybe in a different world, different person, I would have been like complete sports person.
Okay. But
Like
you are kind of now, that's who you are now.
But that came later.
Okay. Oh, you felt that when you were younger?
Yeah, I was like, yeah,
Gotcha.
I would watch, track and field. I would watch the Olympics on TV, and I was like, wow, that's
what was your
impressive.
event on track and field and in the Olympics that you used to really like to watch? Or
I
want to be?
I would watch Olympic lifting.
Okay.
I would watch track and field, anything that's involved in track and field. And then I was just so mesmerized by it. I would watch tennis. Like, I was like, oh, wow. Like, all of that. I was just mesmerized by it.
Okay. Did you play tennis?
No, never.
Who was your favorite tennis player growing up?
I wasn't even like...
Oh, no, you just loved it.
Watching everything. I was just mesmerized with sports.
Gotcha.
And I know my dad was such a big sports person. He did everything. Like, he was doing a lot of things when he was growing up. And so when I was going to work and I felt like so unhealthy, and this was back in maybe 2008 or 2009, I had finished university and came to Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
And I started working. And then I hated it. I hated the being away from my family, being like, my twin sister had gotten married.
And they were in Toronto?
No, they were in Egypt at that time.
Okay.
And she had gotten married. So I was like, she got married. What am I going to do in Egypt? Like, I should just leave because it's so hard to be in the same country with her. And she's just not with me anymore. It was like...
The bond was that tight. I don't have a twin. I mean, I have sisters, but they're 20 years younger than me.
Yeah, no, the bond was like, we do like, it's almost to the point that we didn't need friends because we had each other.
It's just you two?
No, we're 6.
There's 6 of you?
Well, 3 came later, but we were 3, and then a 4th came in the middle.
Same mom? I mean, same mom and dad?
4 of us, same mom and dad, and then 3 from my
so
dad
7?
and his wife, yeah. No, we're 6.
You're 6?
Yeah.
But that's a lot. That's a busy... Are you the oldest or...?
No, I have an older brother.
Okay.
Then me and my sister.
Yeah.
And then my younger brother were from my mom and dad. And then 2 other siblings from my dad and his wife. So we're a big family and we're all very close. All of us.
I don't know what that's like.
But back then in university, the 2 younger ones weren't there yet. So...
Oh, that's a big gap then.
Yeah, a huge gap.
Okay.
Even between me and my younger brother from my mom and dad, it's 14 years apart. 14
years? Did you make fun of him and say, you were a...
It was like...
accident, like it was a...
We did. But yeah, I mean, me and my sister were like his moms back then, We were like 16 years old. But so me and my sister were very close.
Did you go to uni together as well?
Yeah.
Oh, so...
But she had... so she took a little break. She got married, and then she finished after me. So I finished before her.
Okay.
But she got married, and I was like, "This is going to be too weird for me to be like around and not have a life with her in that way." And it's like, so I was like, "This is a good time for me to go to Dubai."
Okay.
So I came to Dubai. My dad was here at the time, and I started working, and then so. It was very hard for me to adapt, so I wanted to do something else. Like, I knew, like, okay, I have to do something with my time. Like, I have to get fitter. I have to, like, watch. And then I started finding, like, things to do in Dubai. And then I joined a community, and I started training.
Okay.
Then it became, like, it was never because of aesthetics. It was because of how I felt.
Okay, which is the best way to do it.
Yeah, for me, that's how I started. And then everybody that I was telling them I was going to join, a boot camp, I was going to do this. It's like, what? You're not going to survive. This is like...
Because they thought you were unfit.
Yeah, and it's like military style stuff. Yeah. I was like... And then
you're a woman and you can't?
I don't know. Like, I heard that all the time. But even people in my family was like, yeah, really, you're going to commit to that and you're going to train like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I took it as a challenge.
Okay.
And then my dad always liked to mess with me when I like completely changed the way I ate and everything. We would eat at home, and he was like, here, look at all of these nice fries, homemade, and he would just like try to tease me into eating them. But I was focused. I was so committed.
When did you start the gym and lifting then? Like how many years, how long did it?
No, within like maybe 6 months.
Really?
Yeah. I would go 5:30 a.m.
Okay.
Do the body weight training, outdoor training, go to the office. After the office, I'm in the gym lifting weights. So obviously back then,
Yeah.
I was like in euphoria. I was like, I'm loving this. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I wait to finish my job to get to the gym and like train.
I can understand that.
And then, then after that, there was a lot of local competitions and stuff. And, I would
Like
participate.
CrossFit or
It
lifting?
wasn't CrossFit then. It was just like the Dubai Fitness Challenge.
Yeah.
So
you
I
did
did
that.
Yeah, I did
Okay.
that. And then it became CrossFit and stuff, and
Yeah.
they integrated all together.
Yeah.
But or even like gyms, local gyms would do like little competitions that are like very friendly and stuff like that. And then when I was working, I was like, okay, like people who I want to like compete with, they're out there doing this 24/7. I'm sitting on a desk.
Don't you feel like you're like, why am I here?
I was like,
I wanna be
something
there.
is like, it's like, no, I need to change. And
When
then
did you
I was
make the
like-
shift?
I made the shift in probably 2012.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, you know what? That's it. I didn't even know I was going to turn it into something that I'm doing. Like
Yeah.
as a,
You just loved it.
I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it. And then, when I was sent over someone to help who was a woman,
Yeah.
she didn't show up because she found out I was a woman.
Oh, there was that stigma.
Yeah.
But she's a woman though.
Well, back then there weren't a lot here
Yeah.
who were doing it.
Okay.
It was more male dominated.
Yes.
There was maybe another
it's-
one or two who you know by name who are really good, but
Yeah.
then maybe doing other stuff different than what I was doing.
Yeah.
So it was a taboo. It was like, do we trust, a woman to do this type of thing?
And make me strong. And
Yeah, exactly.
because I always hear it, and my wife struggles with her clients as well, and they feel, and a lot of women feel there's that stigma, like if I lift heavy, I'm just going to get bulky. I need to do cardio. I shouldn't be touching weights because if I do weights, I'm going to have, and it's not true.
No, but that came later.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, it was just like they don't even know what they want, right? They just want to probably lose weight, or they have something specific that they think that's the best thing for them.
Yeah.
But because I was a woman, she didn't want to train with me.
Did you get that a lot?
At first, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just came back to like, oh my God, what have I done? Like, did I make the wrong decision? And
in those moments of that, because I get self-doubt all the time, and the first person that we think about the negative thoughts are from ourselves, right?
Mhm.
Straight away. So how did you get through that part?
At first I had a lot of also like pushback from my family.
Okay.
They were like, oh, you're gonna, quit your job and you're gonna do this, like, and also it wasn't even back in Egypt. It's not something that is held to a high standard.
Yeah.
It was.
What is fitness?
Yeah. And also don't forget that Egypt was way behind where Dubai was back then.
Yes.
In terms of fitness and all of that. So I had started kind of posting the training that I'm doing on my social media, not to get anything out of it. Like I was just happy I'm doing this and I was excited. I'm sharing it, not to grow Instagram. Instagram was like nothing back then.
Yeah.
And then it got a lot of attraction.
Okay.
So then they were like, oh, I had a lot of also pushback to, why are you lifting like that? You're going to look like a guy, and, women shouldn't be lifting like this. And, you're not going to look feminine. And there's a lot of that also.
Yeah.
And so when I tried to push, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let this affect me. I'm just going to keep pushing. I'm doing what I love. I'm going to push through. And then I just didn't give up. I didn't give up on the idea of going back to corporate full time.
Okay.
I just didn't want to give up. And then once I did and I stuck through it, it started getting a lot more attraction.
How long did that take? Like that period of persistence, how long was that?
Like a year.
Okay.
A year.
Yeah.
Probably.
And it started to work, and then after a year you were good.
Yeah. When it started, like people started to actually follow me. But it was like, oh, look at this girl who's doing this and that. And I'm Arab also. So there weren't a lot of Arab girls doing that.
Yeah. Did you get a lot of people like you shouldn't be doing it?
Yeah, 100%. Before I quit my job, I was already doing that, right? So in the office, people were like, why are you doing this? Like, why? Like, why are you lifting like that? Why?
It's funny it's funny how many people will comment on what you're doing in their safety of their and discomfort of their own place, and almost as if they're jealous jealous of what you're doing, because like I'll do stand-up comedy every now and again, and I do on a regular basis, and they were like, why are you doing it? Do you get paid for it? You do it for free? I mean, you go somewhere and you perform and you do it for free? Why?
Yeah.
You enjoy it? They don't understand the effort or why you're doing something.
Yeah. But I'll tell you something. Some of these people who are at the office who would like always, some of them, like say it in a negative way or something. It's like, yeah, you know what? But even no matter what you do, like, or change, like maybe you're not going to change this part of your body. Like I was like, I always had like thick ankles and calves, and like, oh, you're never going to change that. It's like, but why are you doing all this? I was like, you know what? I'm enjoying it. I'm happy doing it. And I'm not doing it for aesthetic reasons. That's the difference between me and you. Are those same people who later
follow you,
completely changed their lifestyle.
Oh, really?
Completely. Started training, started eating well, started bringing food from home.
Yeah. Because they see that you can do it. And then at first they judge. And then they're like, oh, wait a minute. If she can do it, then maybe I can do it. Yeah. I've had people because I was massive. Like I was like 75 kilos heavier than I am now. And people always used to make fun of me and look and talk and, and then now I get more and more people. They're like, well, I'm going to the gym now. I'm like, if you can do it, I can do it. And then they'll be like, oh, you've inspired me to go. I'm like, well, if he can, and it's weird how that happens. I think there was like a Johnny Depp thing, quote or meme was going around. He was saying, people who first laugh at you when you become successful will then tell everybody how they knew you and how they helped you. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, Salma, I inspired her. She's going to the gym because I told her to do that. Yeah.
So unfortunately, there was a lot
It's very depressing that.
But then came the enjoyable part of all of it. Then people started to know me. People started to know my name, wanted to be associated with me, wanted to they were like inspired.
Brands approached you?
Yes, brands approached me.
Because there was that whole shift in movement for certain brands. I mean, we're going to mention, we'll mention, like Nike became more forward thinking and realizing that women have a place in the market and they're very inspirational, for these kind of, for sports. And they started to especially in the Middle East as well. Mm-hmm. And you were one of their ambassadors.
Yes. Yeah. So that's when, that was also a huge thing for me back then because I was still getting started. I didn't and when I teamed up with them, to be one of their Nike trainers, that was incredible. Then I started all of that happened, and then people started to trust me a bit more. A lot of people started getting inspired through my social media, and it started getting more attraction. And my Instagram started to grow a bit. So that's where it all fell into place. But then I had started doing classes and stuff, outdoor, men and women. Then I had to be between Canada and Dubai because we moved to Canada in 2010. And then I was back and forth. Yeah. Then I took on a job with my dad as something that I can do where I don't have to be in the office all the time. Yeah. And
in the gym and trainers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's where it all started. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and you still lift? You still like to lift?
So up until 2023.
Okay.
I had a
injury,
a silly accident. All of those heavy lifting that I used to do. Yeah. And nothing got me injured.
Don't tell me it's the lightweight.
Nothing. No, it wasn't even in the gym.
What?
I was doing a ski run.
Ski, as in skiing?
Ski, no. It was a competition, competition. In the ski. Yeah. In the snow.
Ski. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I literally slipped and fell sitting down.
On your back?
Yeah. Straight sitting down this.
Okay.
And then something happened where I had to do a back surgery. And then
you're kidding.
And the doctor was
You fell on the snow?
Yeah. I just felt literally I slipped and fell sitting down. But the impact was so strong. And then I had to do a back for a whole month. I was trying to figure out what is happening because I had the most awful pain I've never felt in my life.
Okay. And it's a spine. It's on the discs.
Yeah, something it was more you can't pinpoint where the pain is. Yeah. So it's a nerve, obviously. And then...
What was the operation you had to do?
So they removed like 50% of my disc. So what they found is that it was bulging out. Like half of it was falling out on 3 nerves.
Touching the neck.
That was like going all the way down to my leg. The impact was so strong, it squeezed it out.
I'm very squeamish. Wow.
Yeah.
So you had to operate on it? They had to remove?
Immediately. They had to do a surgery immediately. Because, there's a lot of people who have like disc problems. They say, do not operate.
Yeah.
We'll just go away with time, or like it's a chronic thing that probably you live with, but the pain can come and go. But what I had was like, there's no way, because it was like half of it was out and it was landing on my screen nerves. So I did the surgery.
Yeah.
Like even like my husband is always against like surgeries or anything. Yeah. He's like, when he saw the X-ray, he was like, the MRI, he was like, oh yeah, this needs surgery. So the doctor was telling me that you can't, because I was telling him like my lifestyle and what I train, what I'm doing. It's like, no, you're gonna have to change all that.
I get it, but some doctors who don't have a fitness background or knowledge, the first thing they do is like operate and no more training. And they don't understand the ramifications.
Don't ever deadlift. Don't ever, do all of those things. Don't squat with the barbell. And for after the surgery, for a whole year, I was in agony.
Really?
But it was
even
different.
After
because it was different. That wasn't nerve pain. It was muscle pain, like spasm.
Okay.
In my upper back.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is just like, I guess, chronic.
And you weren't lifting or anything?
I would go to the gym. I wasn't lifting, no barbell work.
Yeah.
But I was training.
Yeah.
But then every time my glutes or hamstrings are sore, it will pull on my back.
Yeah. Because it's, yes.
So it was like for 2-3 days I can't train.
Yeah.
Because of the pain. Then I repeat. It was like a repetitive cycle that I had to keep doing. And I was like, oh my God. And also I'm doing things that I don't, it's not what I used to enjoy.
Yeah.
I can't lift the way that I used to anymore.
Yeah.
And that to me, obviously when the doctor said that, I was like...
Was running out as well? No running?
I was never really a big runner anyway.
Okay.
I would sprint. I love sprinting.
Yeah.
But not like long distance running. But even that was painful because of the impact.
Now still or then?
No, now it's better. So what happened was I kept, you know what? Okay, I'm just going to keep going to the gym. I'm going to keep training even through the pain. So I stopped taking bigger breaks in between.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, just power through.
Yeah.
And then when I did, training is what got me better. 100%. Now the pain was gone. After a whole year of being in pain, every time I
got used to it or strengthened?
Strengthened. Now, of course, I don't do as heavy as I used to.
Yeah.
But I do deadlift.
Yeah.
I do squat with the barbell.
Everything.
I do everything.
Full range of movement, no problem.
Full range.
Oh, wow.
But I don't go to my
See, in that situation, I'm like, give me the ibuprofen painkillers straight away.
Yeah.
I like my wife
but you can't be on that forever.
Who says? My wife, I'll have a headache straight away. I'm like, whatever it is, Advil, Nurofen, paracetamol, ibuprofen, yes.
Oh.
And my wife is like, I'm like, I have a headache. And she's like, yeah, I have a headache. I'm like, okay, do you want some pills? She's like, no, I'm going to go train. I'm like, what? Oh, no. And she trains out. She'll do fascia release and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm like, no, give me the pills. I'll have, give me some sugar, salt, water, whatever. She's completely different. And she's fine. And she has much less headaches than I do, except me being the headache. But otherwise.
Yeah, for me, no, it was like, I need to be able to do this without the pain. Without having to take all of this.
It's a long time to go through pain post-surgery.
Yeah. And I thought, that's it. This is just the byproduct of this injury or this accident.
Like they were right. I shouldn't have been lifting.
Yeah, but lifting didn't cause this. That's why I was saying, all of these years I've been in the gym doing crazy things.
Yeah. And I saw you lifting. Hey, I say Olympic lifting is just a small fall.
And completely
wow.
But now I'm grateful to be able to at least do the things that I love doing.
Yeah.
I don't care about it being heavy anymore. Because for me, I enjoy the process of it. It's fine. Now I'm just grateful. So because in a second, everything can change.
Yeah, you appreciate health so much more when you don't have it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the most, health is definitely wealth. So you used to do like 2 times a week. Sorry, 2 times a day, morning and evening.
When I first.
What's your training program now?
Okay, now I'm a normal human being. So now, honestly, to me, it's like it's incorporated within my lifestyle, and that's what I like try to tell everyone, all the women in the community. I train now 3 to 4 days a week, weight training.
Yourself, like in the gym without teaching.
Yeah. And I took on paddle newly.
Oh my God.
Newly.
Another one. And this paddle is
literally just 3 months ago.
So I don't understand paddle. Okay, I'll tell you. So I guess I have very good Egyptian friends. And when I first moved to, I met one guy, huge tennis player from Egypt. Huge, like he was a big, like he was like, I don't know, when he was younger, he was like a ranked in Egypt, whatever. And he's like, I'm starting this paddle thing. It's about like around 8 years ago, something like 7 years ago. I said, what is paddle? He explained to me. I'm like, so it's like table tennis, but just on a big court, like, you know. And he's like, it's the thing. I'm like, well. And now it's like blown up, and he has paddle places. He has like a few like branches, and he's like, "You see?" And I'm like, "Shit."
I mean, I'm very late to the game.
Yeah, but I'm like, but I don't understand this fascination. And everyone is doing paddle
because a lot of people can learn it properly and they can enjoy it because it's accessible.
It's like you use
I
the
didn't
walls.
even start. My husband started playing paddle, but he like used to play tennis and stuff. Like he has a tennis background.
Yeah.
And he started paddle and I got jealous. So I started paddle. I was like, what? I want to do it too.
But with your Egyptian heritage, surely it should be squash, because like Egyptians are like huge in squash.
Exactly. So we used to play squash with my dad a lot when we were younger.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like some of the top players in the world are Egyptian. Squash.
Yeah. But for me, like here, because of how accessible and easy it is, even like finding people to play with and stuff, it's very easy. For me now, it became like I hate doing traditional cardio stuff. So that to me is like now something that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
I can move without it. Like at the beginning, my back was like, we don't know about this sudden movements and stuff. But then my body adapted and I'm enjoying it.
See, I'm scared that I would do paddle and my knee or ankle would go. Because it feels like...
You just have to wear proper shoes, which I learned the hard way too.
Proper shoes?
Yeah.
For paddle?
Yeah.
Come on, I have to have shoes for paddle.
But, even like anyone who comes to the classes and trains with me...
Yeah, you have to have like shoes. Yeah.
It can be
yeah. My wife...
You can get really badly injured if you're wearing the wrong shoes.
Yeah, because I used to wear like, the Air Max and
try to go like do lunges with or like...
Yeah, and then and your ankle's moving around like this. And then my wife used to wear those Vibrams.
Yeah, the ones with the...
Yeah, with the toe separators. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, but Nike, they make those Prestos are really cool. And then now she got me onto the Vivo. The flat Vivo Fit.
These are really good.
Yeah, so I use those, but then I look like a clown with like the clown shoes. They're don't get me wrong, I use them all the time now, but I look down, I'm like, yeah, they're like there's no fashion anymore. But then when you become a father, there's no fashion because I wear Crocs and it's like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and like people make fun of me and I'm like, listen, and like they have like different, I don't know, whatever they're on, like Pokemon and things like that, and they're like, you're a grown man. I'm like, my son chose them. What do you want from me? Like,
That's a great excuse, though.
it is, except I can't use that excuse in like 10 years. Like, so your son chose them, he's a teenager, and you're still wearing Crocs? I'm like, yeah. And it's like, Dad, I don't wear Crocs anymore. Why are you still wearing Crocs? I have that issue with people actually in the gyms with the footwear and stuff like that. I don't understand how people can go to the gym and be lifting and like habaneros.
Yeah, I mean,
for me, it's
it depends also on what you're doing. But usually, if you're static most of the time, you just need to have flat soles.
Yeah.
But if you're moving in so many different directions and doing that, can really injure you, and will kill you anyway. Your feet will be, I can't wear them anyway.
It hurts my toes. Okay, so you're saying that the biggest impact that made you change or get into fitness was the fact that you couldn't breathe.
I was just an unhealthy young girl.
Okay.
And that to me was like, okay, I need to make a change. And then once I did, and then as I was telling you, I was doing like, after I completely quit my office job, I started doing like outdoor training and stuff on the beach. And
sorry, go back to you. Did you have clients? Like, were you PTing before you quit, or you?
Very little.
So it wasn't like you were like so busy with
No.
use.
No, I did it because I was not training properly.
Okay.
So I wanted to like compete. So I just felt like these people are getting ahead of me and I'm just sitting on a desk.
You're just competitive. You know, I want to go for it.
It's not just even about competitive. It was like, I want to do this. And I felt like I'm just draining away behind a desk.
But you know, honestly, a lot of people who do that, like for example, in CrossFit, on competitive sports, everything, you know, whether it's even jiu-jitsu that we're doing things there, they'll see other people excelling or doing it. And they're like, oh, I want to level up. I want to be with them as well. And they'll just go and they'll just like, you know, I'm just going to take like for men, they're like, I'm just going to take some testosterone. I'm going to bump up my testosterone. I'm going to do the shortcut.
Mm-hmm.
It's not often that people say the right way is to train properly and things like that. They're like, I'll still train, but I'll just cheat. I'll just get stronger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know how I said that, but it's just something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's something I come across now in competitive jiu-jitsu. I say competitive, I'm like a blue belt, so I'm like an advanced white belt, really. But you see so many people and they're just like, bam, like huge.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is he like? I'm never going to compete with this guy. And they're like, this guy is juiced up to the max.
Yeah, but for me, it wasn't even just about being competitive. I mean, I wasn't even that great in the competitions. Anything that has lifting heavy in it, I'll do great at it. But then everything else put together, I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, I could never do CrossFit. I can't do a pull-up. So I didn't understand. They're doing this all.
So people, like, I could do real pull-ups, but I couldn't kip.
What's a kip?
The kipping pull-up.
Is that when they do okay, yeah, okay.
I could never do that.
Oh, I just figured that was like cheating in pull-ups. It's like not a proper pull-up because you're using momentum.
No, that's what but that's the only way, or mainly the only way, that you can get so many reps doing it that way. So when we come in competitions and I can't do the kipping, I'm doing it. You're going to give out so early. Like, you can't do real pull-ups with that much, like how many reps they wanted.
Yeah.
So that's why, but I couldn't do the kipping, for example. So in the competitions, I was like, it was just solely because I wanted to do something else and I was just unhappy behind the desk.
Gotcha.
You know, and then I started doing all the mixed classes and stuff outdoor.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2000, so then I was between Canada and Dubai, and I had started a community with another business partner.
Yeah.
And it was a women's only community. And that's when I was like, I was looking at the, you know, everything that's available. And there wasn't anything. There was a lot of women only gyms and there was a lot of that, but there wasn't anything really specific for women back then. Okay. To guide them through the whole process.
Okay. Is that what you've created now? Well,
yes.
That's what you have now?
Yes.
Yeah. Which is, can you remind me the name of it again? Your
currently, Salma. Salma's workout community.
Okay. Yeah. And that's specifically targeted for women.
Women.
And it does the whole holistic approach of training, food, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I do now is that, first of all, for me, the most important thing was to build a community. That
it is the support system.
Support system.
Yes.
Everyone in this group has a different goal, train for different reasons.
Okay.
What this community, Salma's community, has become literally like a second family to me, because each and every woman in that community has been in this community for years.
Okay.
And it's a very tight community. Like, I don't even like push it on social media a lot in terms of like when there is like openings or we're doing something up in a new project or something, because the community is very tight and it's very limited.
Okay.
And I see these women like since the pandemic. So how it started in the pandemic.
Yeah. That was one I need when people were really getting...
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, before that, I had something else that I was doing that was very big also.
Yeah.
And the pandemic hit. And then I was between Canada and Dubai, and then got stuck in Dubai at that time during the pandemic. And my husband and I got married in the pandemic.
Oh, nice.
So
during the pandemic?
We actually had our wedding planned in Egypt.
Okay.
3 days after everything was shut down, all the airports.
Okay.
So everything was canceled last minute. My family is flying from Canada. Everybody was flying to Dubai. Everybody was going to meet in Egypt, and got canceled. So then we tried to get married here, and it was a hassle. So then during the pandemic, everybody was sitting home. Everything was on lockdown and stuff. And I had a community still that wanted to train.
Okay.
So I switched everything online. And that's when my husband and I opened that together and called it Salma. It was very special to us because we had created this project called Let's Glow Challenge.
Let's Glow.
Yeah.
Cool.
And my husband came up with the idea of these boxes that we can create and deliver to everyone's home who are doing this Let's Glow Challenge.
Yeah.
Because they were training with me online on Zoom.
Okay.
And then the box had everything they needed. It had the resistance bands, dumbbells, all the stuff that they needed. And then we would deliver it to their houses like together. And then we launched it.
Okay. And how many people did you start with at the beginning?
Well, don't forget, I already had. I had a base.
Yeah.
I had a really good base.
Yeah.
And, but online it was up to like maybe 40.
Oh, okay.
40, 50 who were doing it online. And then we were doing that until everything completely like opened up again.
Okay.
And so my husband is doing all the business side of stuff.
Yeah. Does he teach as well?
No.
It's because it's only women, right?
Yeah.
So he can't teach. Like it's not that it's like it's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does the business side.
But he's in the fitness industry as well. He's into fitness as well.
He's into fitness, but he's not in the fitness industry.
Oh, really? He's not a trainer or anything?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
just likes to lift and train.
Yeah, he just loves. Yeah, he did jiu-jitsu. He's been lifting since he was like 16.
Where'd you meet your husband?
I met him. That's a long story.
Okay.
So I actually knew him back when I was in my last year of high school. And then we stayed friends for a while, but then I went to university in Egypt.
You mean your own paths?
Went my own path.
Okay.
Then when I came to Dubai in 2008, 2009, I told him like, hey, I'm trying to look for a job. Why don't you help me and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Just friends. And then everyone went on about his life again.
Okay.
And like,
I just assumed that he was a trainer, like he wasn't, because he's jacked, like he's in good shape.
he's been doing it for a very long time.
So he's just one of those annoying people that does it for fun, and he just looks, it's like the guys you think they're in the gym all the time, but he's like, oh, I don't do this for a living. I actually have a 9-to-5 job, but I just look amazing as well.
Exactly. So I mean, he has his own job, and then he has his own other company, and then he's helping me with Salma. So
it's annoying that he has.
But he enjoys it.
Do.
Yeah. Like
wow,
just before I left now, he's like, okay, I'm going to work out. And he was working out at like home or something.
Okay.
Doesn't even go to the gym.
You prefer to work out at the gym or at home?
For me?
Yeah.
Gym.
Okay.
He prefers like he can do it anywhere.
Yeah, my wife is the same. Like she has the setup at home, and she's like always like, do you want to work out at home? I'm like, no, I prefer going to. And she has like the full set, everything, Yeah. And I tried to say like, oh, we don't have enough weights here, and she was like, really? And she went on like, there's not enough weights. It's like, yeah, maybe there's enough weights. It feels weird. I like to be in that environment.
Exactly. I mean, unless I necessarily don't have, if I'm traveling or if I really don't have the time or something like pandemic, of course I'm going to train at home. Yeah. Like I'll enjoy it too. I'll be happy.
This summer, like for 3 weeks, I think I trained maybe a few times outside, like and I'm like, I don't like it, like I don't like to be doing squats and, lunges. But my wife, she's got the band, she's doing different exercise. Like anyway, I'm like anywhere. Doesn't matter. Like 1 meter, she's doing the training.
Yeah. I mean, I would do it if I'm traveling and stuff, but, and probably can do it like anywhere, but it doesn't have to be in the gym. But if I have that access, I prefer to be, and I also love training with people. So I train with my community.
Oh, really? I don't like training with people.
No, I love it.
I'm fine people being around me, but I'm like headphones on. I don't want to talk to anybody.
That's exactly my husband. He can be the solo person anywhere.
That's why I need a 24-hour gym.
Training.
Yeah. 24-hour gym.
I'm the complete opposite.
3 o'clock in the morning. I love it because it's not that I don't want to wait for people to do the rest. I'm very happy. Huge gym by myself. Amazing. Like that's the dream. To have enough money one day to have a full-on gym that no one can come to except me. That's it. This me and The Rock. Like I'll invite The Rock to come to my gym. We'll lift weights and then that's it. And your husband, he can come as well.
Yeah,
I don't want anything else.
Mind. Yeah.
Okay, but for other people, because you're helping a lot of people in the community, which is amazing, and I think that's really, really important. Like there are people who are struggling with the fitness. I struggled for a long time. Mm-hmm. I didn't I'm lucky, very fortunate. I have my wife who was persistent with me for the last 11 years, trying to get me to get fit. What advice would you give to people trying to to start off their fitness journey?
One of the main problems is that people get so overwhelmed, especially with social media being around, and they see everything that has to do with fitness, that it's so over the top.
Mhm.
It's overly done.
Yeah.
It's like you have to do these crazy things but that's not what it's about at all.
Okay.
People just need to like completely shift away from what they're seeing, because a lot of the people who are posting these stuff online and fitness stuff, that's not what they're actually doing. That's not what got them in that shape.
Yeah. 100%.
They're doing the boring stuff.
Yeah.
The conventional way of training, the old style stuff,
Yeah.
but it's not all that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So they get intimidated and they're like, oh, how am I going to start?
Start on the easy stuff first.
And I always say, even to the women who come to the community, start with just 2 days a week, 3 days a week. Just start walking. Start slowly. Start with what you can do.
Yes.
People say, okay, I don't have time, or, give it 30 minutes. Doesn't matter, because once they start and they start knowing the feeling and they commit to that, they're going to keep going. But it's more important to find some people. It's hard sometimes to start on their own.
Yeah.
Look for something that will keep you going back. Whether it's a friend, whether it's a community, whether it's something that maybe you enjoy doing. Maybe there's a walk group, maybe there's a run group, there's plenty of those.
You can find those.
Yeah. And that's why in this community, which I'm very proud of, because it took years to be able to reach to this type of community.
Yeah.
Where if someone doesn't show up, someone in the group is going to ask about them. They're going to pull each other back. They're like, I know every single name in the community, every single girl that comes to the classes. We know what they can do, what they can't do. And that's why we keep
support system then.
Great support system. And that's what people need to start with. Start with something that will first get them out of the door.
Yeah.
And keep going. And start slow.
Okay.
You don't have to be, and maybe like with their food, they also overwhelm themselves with, I completely need to change completely how I eat.
Yeah.
No, maybe it's one thing that you're going to eliminate that's very bad, but that will make a difference. Maybe you're drinking a soda every day, 2-3 times a day. Reduce it.
You mean speaking to my wife? Yes.
But people sometimes need to change just one thing to start.
Yeah.
Because it will, first of all, get their mentality used to like, okay, I'm training to have a strong mindset and a strong will.
Yeah.
So start with something small
that
you really know that you shouldn't be having, but you have it all the time.
Because I was about the habits thing, because it's really hard to break a habit, and everyone, you'll look online and I said, and everyone will tell you, it takes 21 days to create a new habit. But they forget that bad habit you had, in my case, was 2 decades in the making. So it's not going to be over in 21 days.
Yeah.
And, if someone's a smoker or whatever the thing is, that you can change that habit. So instead of your habit being you sit in the car and you have a smoke, you sit in the car and you have a lollipop, or you have a chewing gum. That's why they have the gum. So you have to change that. Like, you can't break it completely. But there's substitutions and things.
Exactly. And some people, like a lot of the things also that I find, maybe some of the women, like they eat once a day. They think they don't eat. I don't know why. But it's
intermittent fasting.
Exactly. But it's not really because of that meal.
Yeah.
How much calories are in that meal that you think, I haven't eaten anything except one meal.
Yeah.
That meal might have so much calories in it that you stay in the same loop, in the same cycle.
Yeah.
And some people now, when I tell them, you know what, I want you to eat, but I want you to eat this much of protein a day. They're like, oh my God.
No, protein is going to make you muscly.
No, but this is so much protein. I'm so full, because all of the other food that they're eating is empty calories. It's not nutritious. It's not feeding their muscle. So they feel like, oh my God, but I'm eating way more than I used to eat. But you're eating the right thing though.
No. But the food is the most important part. That's where, my wife, she'll have small meals throughout the day. And, like 5, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. And it's like small portions. And I fall into that habit of, I'm not having breakfast today. I'm not going and I rarely have breakfast, just part of my thing.
Yeah.
But then I'll have a massive meal, which was like more calories than
exactly.
Yeah,
so
like
it all adds up. Yeah.
yeah.
So, but even I'm not a breakfast person, but that's the thing. One thing doesn't fit everybody.
True.
Everybody's different, and you have to find something that you're able to like commit to so you can stick to the whole time.
Yeah.
And like, I don't believe in cutting certain types of foods out or like carbs or anything of that. It all depends on the training program and what you're doing and what the goal is. So I'm not into like these harsh diets or, you know, I'm just not,
I've tried them all. Everything works, by the way, but nothing is sustainable.
That's why.
Nothing is.
I'll tell you.
I did a juice fast, 45 days, straight juice. I lost 39 kilos. It was amazing. Soon as I came off,
all came back.
It all came back. And I was like, as soon as I ate something, my system shut down because I wasn't used to eating things. And I was in bed for a week and all came back. Maybe 1 kilo, not.
But that's what I try to, what I preach, I do. In terms of, I'm now obviously not as lean or aesthetically lean as I used to be in my 20s or in my early 30s.
Yeah.
But every phase in life there is different, right? And when I was like competing and doing all of that stuff, and I was so
counting calories, and
I got burnt out. I got burnt out quick, and it became very unhealthy for me mentally. It was draining me, and I was very unhappy.
Yeah.
So now I never want to give anyone or any of these ladies something that they can't maintain as a lifestyle. Because if you can't maintain it as a lifestyle, then there's no point.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, because it has to be maintainable, it has to be sustainable, because otherwise you're going to crash. And when you crash, the repercussions are huge.
Exactly. So what I do, like me and my husband, we eat at home, we cook at home throughout the week.
Okay.
At weekends, we indulge. We go out, we have whatever we want.
Yeah.
We have whatever meal that we want, because that's...
So you don't call it a cheat meal.
It's not a cheat meal.
Yeah, that's the problem. People call it a cheat meal, and then it's that persona behind it.
It's just a high-calorie meal or whatever it is. Like, it's just a lifestyle thing.
Yeah.
So I treat it like it's a school night, you know?
Yeah.
When people have school the second day, you got to sleep early, right? So during the weekday, I'm not going to eat from outside. I'm going to cook my meals at home.
And then...
Exactly. And that's really my rice pudding. See what I did there? So that's my rice pudding. That's what I do. And that's what I try to teach the women who come to the classes. And now they train, maybe some of them have a specific goal and want to lose weight. Some of them train to enjoy meals and food.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. So, and everybody's different. Everybody's different. Yeah.
Amazing. Very cool. Very cool. All right, we're running almost out of time. What we do have is a tradition here. We have a wild question.
Okay.
So what we have here on the Rice Pudding Project is a tradition called the wild question. In these cans, there is a question. You need to, or a dare. No, it's just a question. You need to choose one. I will read it out to you. They're done at random. I have no idea what they are. And yeah, just choose a can and we'll go from there.
Like, why would be the most obvious one is to pick the top one?
You'd be surprised. Some people like to be difficult. Be like, choose the middle one. You can choose whatever you like. There's not, there's, it's fine.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, I'll choose this one.
Ah, okay. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. I think we know the answer to this one, so maybe we'll ask another question. But if you didn't have to make money to do what you love, what would you do?
Exactly what I'm doing.
Exactly what you're doing. Okay, I thought so. So let's choose another one. Choose another one.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Let's see if this is a dare. Do a handstand. No. What's the strange... Okay, this is weird though. What's the strangest thing you've ever heard or learnt in your lifetime?
Strangest thing?
Mm-hmm.
I've ever heard, not necessarily learned.
Either heard or learnt. You decide.
That lifting weights makes women bulky. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I mean, it's the most common one. Because, that's you're talking about like what I do, right? Or just anything?
Anything you like.
Yeah.
But that is true. That is the craziest misconception I've ever...
Because it took a while to have people or women understand that if you're eating a lot and you're training, weight training, you will look bulky.
Yes.
But because that's of the calorie intake.
Yes.
Not because of the weight training.
Yes.
And then once they understood that
Yeah.
and still struggle because a lot of people who are still not aware or who are not like fitness is not part of their life. It's like you have to educate them and tell them like, okay, this is not how it works. But if you do eat a lot and you are doing this type of training, you will look bigger.
Yeah.
But having lean muscle and looking lean is an illusion that you have big muscles, but you can be maybe smaller than me, but you more just defined.
Yeah.
And that's what muscle toning is. They just toning is just a different another word of having muscle.
Yeah, because that's another thing. Because people say, "Oh, you look skinny," and it's the way you perceive it, the way you say it. They're different.
It's just not you. They're not used to seeing like maybe women in a certain shape or form, and in terms of like having their muscles so defined.
Yeah,
and they think it's bulky, but you actually can be smaller than the other person.
Like when people find out my wife lifts, they're like, "She lifts, but she's so." Like she's in shape,
but even
she's not jacked.
But even though she looks very fit, you know, she has her shoulders, she has like beautiful arms, and like she still looks
it's
like
the weird perceptions. And then they'll say, "Oh, so I went for a burger with my wife. Your wife? What did she have? She had a burger. Your wife eats burgers? Yeah, but burgers are fattening." And like, but
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's like
it's the weird.
If you can't do it as a lifestyle, and it's wrong, don't do it. But you can do a lot of the things if everything is with moderation. You have certain things that you don't want to be eating food from outside and junk food all the time.
No,
that has nothing to do with like, oh, I'm on a diet. It's just because the word diet got associated with something completely bland.
South Beach, Atkins,
and and it's something that has no taste.
Yes,
and but it's not. Diet is just like you can be on a pizza diet. Diet.
I like. See, now we're talking. Now this is my kind of diet.
The diet.
That is a very
But they
good.
just associate it with something that's so like boring and restrictive. And
does the pizza diet work? Just out of curiosity, can I try it? No, it doesn't work. Okay.
A diet is just to.
I'm going back. I'm like, hey, Salma, to my wife. Listen, Salma, who respect. She said the pizza diet is.
It's just to explain what type of like food that you eat as your day-to-day intake.
It's a plan. Exactly. So just before we leave, is there anything you would like to say that you haven't said or you want the audience to know about you or anything at all?
Just more about maybe what we're doing with the Salma community.
Yes. Go ahead.
Can I do that?
Tell them. Yes, that's the whole point, Because I think that's very important because just from my side, like I'm not in the fitness industry, but I go to the gym a lot and I feel that is something that is not represented enough and it should be more inclusive and there should be more options because I see a lot of friends, colleagues that used to work and they're always curious of how they can improve and what they can do. So this would be something very good for them to.
Yeah, I mean, so the Salma community, I said it is very small and tight. Sometimes I don't even like advertise for it on social media as I should because for me it's all word of mouth. Like I go based off of word of mouth.
Best type of marketing.
Because that I think adds value if it comes from someone who has been doing it and has changed something for them. And then back in 2019, that's when I did my first women-only wellness adventure retreat.
Okay.
And took like 16 women to Bali. And it was incredible. It was honestly the best experience. At first it was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to like take care of 16 women and be responsible for them. But it was amazing.
See, that's the annoying thing that like, there are these cool retreats always for women. Like women's only, but men have the shittiest ones.
But
we need to speak to your husband there to create another one for,
I know.
Because ours are lame.
Are they?
Yeah, I'd never come across a good one. Nothing.
I don't know, but there's a lot of like, so by the way, back in 2019, there weren't a lot of women only.
No, there's not. Yeah.
There weren't.
Yeah.
And when I say women only, it's not just because of like even the classes and all that. It's not just because of privacy. It's because everything that's done within the community is tailored to women's goals and needs. Like it's different for men.
Yeah.
We do train differently a little bit than men. We have a lot to take into account. Our hormones fluctuate all the time.
Yes.
When I wanted to do the retreats, it was because I didn't see anything around where women can travel, train, do all these fun activities and be in a safe, non-judgmental environment where they can just, let go, not think about anything, and it's difficult when it's a mixed group.
Yeah.
It's a different perspective.
Yeah.
So I wanted to create that for women. And that was like one of the things that I wanted to do for a long time. And then obviously the pandemic hit. Thought I was never going to do that again. I was like, there's no traveling.
Do you do it on a regular basis?
So yeah, now after the pandemic, I've done up to 8 retreats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So more than once a year.
Yeah. So I do international one once a year.
Yeah.
And then we do local ones in UAE.
Yeah.
Like we call it like Fitcation, where we go for like 2 days, Hatta, Ras Al Khaimah, and stuff like that. And it's been, but always the community always gets first dibs on any of that.
Okay. And women who want to get into fitness and to improve their health or things that they can join your community.
Yeah.
And they can find you online, which we'll put the link and everything. And then they can also be part of those retreats.
Yeah, 100%.
Amazing.
Yeah. Some people who have never even been to any of the classes that I do join us on a retreat and then they become part of the community.
Okay.
So, and then
that's cool.
They keep repeating it. Like if we wait for another year, they'll come on another one. And that's the beauty of this is like, you don't have to be coming to the classes every day to be part of if you've joined anything from the community, you're part of that community because some of them don't come to classes, but they'll come on sometimes I take the women and we go to a Pilates class together. We'll go on a recovery session together. We'll do like a lunch and they come back. So they don't have to be always coming to classes. It's just if you've done something with us and you became part of the community, you're part of the community for a long time.
Very cool. Pilates is another thing I don't understand.
Well,
that reformer machine looks like torture. It's a form of torture.
It is a form of torture, but it's not easy, by the way.
I know it's not easy. That's why it's not like I'm like, hey, no, it's not easy at all. It looks hard and it looks painful and like being the machine. I'm telling you, it looks like a medieval torture device. It's something really strange.
It's hard. It'll make you work on things you didn't think were there, which is great.
And tie that in with the ice bath. Like my friend has a place and you're like, oh, come and do the reformer and then do the sauna and then do an ice bath. Just
all of them.
Yeah. It's literally, I will tell you, it's like a form of waterboarding and torture, everything in one. So,
but that's, I think, the beauty of movement. Like if there is something that, some people don't see themselves lifting weights, they'll go to a Pilates class or do yoga or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm in for anything that will get you moving.
Okay.
For anyone to find like that little thing that they enjoy, just go for it. There's no like right or wrong answer. Or like, oh, you can't do Pilates if you want to do, you know what? If it's getting you moving, I'm in for it.
Yeah. If it works, yeah. If it gets you moving, it's exactly true. Even walking, like you said, just start off slow.
Exactly. Right.
Thank you very much, Salma, for coming. It's been fantastic. I would talk to you about a lot more things, but we're out of time. Maybe another episode, if the fans want and they ask.
Definitely.
And maybe bring Osama as well. Yeah.
Yes, that would be nice.
Okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks.